I just wanted to jump on and share a little video on how to create more joy in your relationship. Something that is often what we associate with a really fulfilling, a really happy relationship, but with the busyness of life, jobs, family, kids, everything in between, wanting to explore your own interests, keep fit, everything that gets in between of it, often limits the amount of joy we feel in our relationships. And there are 5 things which you can be mindful of and try and incorporate into your relationship, which are really going to help you. And this is based on a huge body of research as well, and based on my experience coaching couples over the years. So I want to run through what those 5 key things are, help you become a little bit more mindful of it, and just create a little bit more joy in your relationship. So the first really is, as obvious as it sounds, prioritizing quality time together. So what does quality time look like for you? Are you on a date? Is it out of the house? Is it away from the headspace of the family, the kids, the mental load that you may have around everything that needs to be done? Or is it actually sitting down, being present with each other, having a chat every evening, having that quality connection time? Doesn't matter where you are or what you're doing, as long as you're feeling like you're in the same space together. Look, me and Nick, we watch something on Netflix, but we'll chat about it normally. So we'll have that connection time. We're not kind of zombied out, just looking at a screen and not feeling connected. We'll talk about what we're watching as well. So it's not always about doing the complex big gestures and having that dedicated quality time away from everything. It's whatever works for you, but it's hugely important for every relationship just to feel that daily connection and that joy. The second is appreciation. That goes a long way in terms of creating more joy and happiness in your relationship. To really truly feel appreciated for the things that you do for each other, and to remind yourself of those things every day. Look, if one of you does the washing up, thank them for doing the washing up, for stacking the dishwasher, for making the bed, or putting a wash on, or whatever it is. The little things go a long way, and to be reminded of that appreciation on a daily basis is such an important habit to cultivate, so that you feel happier and feel more joy in the relationship. To embrace a level of spontaneity, to have some variety in the relationship, to have that excitement, because what happens often for couples and for the people that I work with is that they can begin to look for these things outside of the relationship. So they can begin to look for a level of spontaneity, variety, unpredictability outside of the relationship, and then their energy and focus goes on that, and they find themselves doing more things to fulfill that need with other people. And if you can cultivate an environment between the two of you where there's variety, there's different things happening every month, every week, there's always a date night in the diary that's doing something different, just something exciting, a new experience to share together, is all part of the bonding and the joy that you can feel as part of your improved relationship together. And so I think that's vitally important. To looking back at some of those things where we said we're showing appreciation, I think the fourth thing is to really communicate clearly on how you're sharing responsibilities around the house and what's important. And even just having like literally an admin sit down every now and then, and working out who's doing what, where, and when, and just making sure that side of it is kind of running smoothly, can create more space for the enjoyment in the relationship. Because a lot of people they'll be at their limit in terms of their mental capacity, because they both feel individually that they have a huge amount going on, and they've got a lot to think about in terms of their job and the family and all the arrangements that they have in their world. That it can be really difficult to create a balance where you both feel that you've got an equal shared responsibility of the practical things that are taking place, particularly if you've got kids and there's uniforms and after school clubs and everything else. So just to really be able to sit down on a regular basis and make sure that you both feel comfortable around those shared responsibilities, and that you're going to actually enter into a conversation with just curiosity. So not going, I said this to a client I've started working with this morning, but how are you entering into a conversation with your partner? Are you going in with curiosity, or are you going in trying to win the argument? Because if you're going in trying to win, it's probably not going to go well. You're probably going to lead with some criticism and defensiveness, and if that comes with trying to create a clear territory for yourself around what you're accepting as what you're comfortable with accepting in terms of your responsibility and what you feel should be somebody else's, it kind of becomes like a win-lose battle, and then it can build up resentment on either side. So an equal shared responsibility where you're entering into those conversations with a genuine curiosity just to try and figure out how the other person feels about it, where their perspective's coming from, and then they can really start to understand yours as well. So I think that's hugely important. And the fifth one I think is really important to create more joy inside your relationship is to actually nurture the individual interests you have outside of the relationship. So this sort of codependency versus dependency to help you become more independent. There's kind of an argument around that, and really the more dependent you can feel on your partner, dependency is not a bad word, it's a really important part of feeling secure in a relationship. You feel fully dependent on your partner, that they've got your needs, they've got your interests at heart, and they genuinely want the best for you. And then through that you can create more individual flexibility outside of the relationship, so you can go and pursue the things that are really important to you, the type of career that you want to feel supported in, so that you can do extra hours trying to build up the experience that you need in order to do that, to be able to keep fit and know that the mental space, the headspace that you're in because of that 2 or 3 sessions a week that you do on yourself physically, then you know that the mental impact that has and how that improves what you're then able to offer to the relationship because you've got that extra capacity. So those types of things, just being able to support each other in your individual interests, will have a huge bounce back effect on the relationship and the quality of the time that you do spend together and the joy and happiness that you feel in that time as well. So I think those are the really important 5 key things that I would recommend, and certainly based on the bodies of research that are out there as well. We want to feel that we've got quality time together, that we can enjoy that connection, that feeling of being really present with each other. We want to feel appreciated. We want our partners to feel that we appreciate them. That's a hugely important part of feeling connected and feeling happy in your relationship. To be able to share responsibilities equally, to be able to have a level of spontaneity and excitement, and also to be able to pursue those individual interests outside of the relationship where you don't feel guilty, you don't feel that your partner's putting any pressure on you to be back at a certain time or really only allowed out for half an hour because that's all they can manage. It's got to be supportive of each other's individual interests and understand the value you're going to get back from that if you're both genuinely supporting each other in that area of growth. So hopefully that helps. Just some simple things you can implement into your relationship to generate more joy and happiness. And if you are looking for additional support on this, you can click on the link in and around this video, and it will take you to my relationship coaching page, which has individual and couples programs, which can really take you on a journey to this place of joy and happiness. Regardless of the challenges that you're experiencing, that model can be applied, and it may be something that we can work through together. So I'd love to be able to help if it's the right fit. But thanks for listening today. You enjoy the rest of your day, and hopefully you'll have a little bit more joy and excitement in your relationship. So you take care for now. I'll see you soon.